What's good people, here's how I took this beat up old car and turned it into profit. My name's Ali, I flip cars. I'll be showing you how I find cheap bangers and make maximum profit with as little work as possible. This video I'll be showing you the complete processes and my thought process behind it too. The journey obviously begins with sourcing the cars. I usually buy from private parties of Facebook and Gumtree. Most people are usually skeptical about buying from these sorts of places. However, what you do need to realize is even from auctions like BCA and whatnot, these cars often end up there from private sellers anyway, so it made more sense to just go directly to the cars. I found this Vauxhall Astra on Facebook Marketplace. It was a 2008 model and it had fairly low miles. It was on 65,000 miles, so it was definitely worth buying. Mechanically, the car appeared to be well kept. However, it just appeared that it needed some bodywork fixes to get it to be a tip-top condition, ready for sale. When buying cars privately, it's extremely important to inspect the car thoroughly, as there's no assistance or guidance when buying that car. For example, if anything went wrong with the engine, the gearbox, the clutch, or any of the running gear, all of the outcome would fall completely onto us, and there would be no assistance or help in that event. We wouldn't be able to go back to the seller, as they could claim zero responsibility for that car, meaning we'd have to ensure that when we're buying the car, it runs well, drives well, and there's zero issues with it. Personally, I'm very confident with buying private seller cars, so I proceeded to message the seller, agreed on a time, agreed on a price, and then I went to go ahead and view the car. Normally I would go ahead and just take a train to get these cars. However, one of my friends was available and he wanted to experience the process too, so I took him along with me. He drove me there, and then when we arrived at the car, I did a check around the engine, the gearbox, the bodywork. I was very impressed with the car just from looking at it static and taking it for a short test drive. I had a great feeling that this would make it back no issues for the 1.5 hour journey back. So I proceeded to hand over the cash, did the transaction, transferred all the paperwork, and made our way back home. The first issue I had was there were 2 keys with the car, which is obviously a plus. However, one of them just wasn't working, so I swapped the batteries over. There was some seriously bad lacquer peel on the left side wing, so the only real way to fix this was either re-lacquering the complete panel or by just compounding it with a buffing machine, which is what you see here. Obviously, we took the easy option, which was nice and quick, and would deliver the same results as re-lacquering it. So we did that there. As you can see, just working through the process, applying the compound, doing a few stages, the result came out pretty nice, and wiping that off with a cloth reveals the result. Up next, we have the roof rails paint, which is obviously chipped off. Apparently, it's a common issue on these. There's a simple solution: peel off the old paint and apply some matte black paint over. Next we move on to the mirror caps. Essentially one of them was just in primer, the other was in the original body color, so the easiest option for both is to just paint both in gloss black. The mirror caps come off quite easy, so I just applied a few coats, and as you can see, the result is, well, it speaks for itself. It's like a nice mirror finish for £6 from a gloss black can. So definitely can't go wrong with that. Chipped off paint definitely is a nice look, neither are scratches. So I had this color matched paint to the car. It was 4CU, the color code I believe, in the local paint shop. Once that was done, I simply applied it over the areas. So anywhere where there was rust, anywhere where there was a scratch, colored over it with this touch-up brush, and they're ready to go. It made an instant difference to the look, and that way it just protects future rusting if there was any, which were to happen. Finally, by far the most important thing you can do is take very nice pictures of the car. So to do that, I used a microfiber cloth with some waterless wash to get rid of any streaks in the car. Went over around the complete car, took about 15 minutes, and you can see the results. The pictures came out very nice, so of course you already know we had to list the car up straight away. Had it up on Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree, and it ended up selling after 2 weeks. Before I get to how much profit we made on the car, let's talk about the numbers of how much it actually cost us altogether. The car owes us £750 to bring it back. Then of course we spent money on materials like the paints and whatnot. That was an extra £40. We ended up selling the car for £1,500, meaning we made a total profit of £655. These are just some clips from the actual negotiation process, but to be honest, I was very happy with the result on this car. It was about 2 hours max spent working on it to make 650 profit. Can't go wrong with that. Definitely want to repeat that on the next car flip. Yes people, so that's pretty much the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed and watched to the end. If you like this sort of content and you want to see more car flips, definitely be sure to like, comment and subscribe. And if you want to see some more behind the scenes of actually working on the cars and other car flips I've done in the past and what I'm currently working on, be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and be sure to stay tuned for the next video.